Hi, so in this second video, we'll look at part B, information about the principal applicant. So one thing I wanted to make clear before we begin this video, you as a sponsor can fill out the application for your spouse. So for instance, in my case, I am filling out my wife's application and I am going to be entering details for her. So even though this section has to be filled out by the principal applicant, you can choose to fill out the application for your spouse, but you will have to sign a form in order to do that, and that is form IMM 5476E, or the use of representative form. And I'm going to link that form in the description below and also up in the YouTube cards here. There's a video I've made about how to fill that form, so be sure to check that out once you're done with this form. So let's get started. Okay. Number one, before this relationship, was your sponsor related to you in any way? Your sponsor was related to a member of your family, or your sponsor's family member was related to you, or a member of your family. So for most of us, this case is going to be no. If they were, however, related, let's say a cousin or anyone else, then you'll have to mention the name of that person, date of birth, and the relationship. This is not a family friend. This has to be an actual relationship, okay? All right. Do you have any relatives, including aunts, uncles, cousins living in Canada? So again, they're talking about the applicant's relatives. So in this case, my wife doesn't have any relatives living in Canada, so I'm just gonna put not applicable here and move on. If you do have relatives, aunts, uncles, or cousins, just list their name, their address, their marital status, and your relationship to them, okay? Have you ever been married or in a common law relationship with another person? So again, we've gone over this section. Just hit no if this is your first marriage, and if you've been divorced, if you've separated with someone, you will have to list out the details here and provide a legal document that validates the relationship, okay? So for me, it's going to be not applicable, which I'm assuming would be the case for most of you. So just put NA and move on. Consent to disclose, yes. And then the final section was declaration of the applicant. So this is where your spouse will sign and date it. And in the next video, we'll go over part C, which would be information about relationship. And that has to be filled out by the sponsor, which means you in this case, and your spouse. That is going to be a pretty lengthy video, so bear with me and we'll get this form filled. Okay, I'll see you in the third video.